Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Guy, Sharyn and Clint podcast.
We've got a special guest on the podcast today. It is the...
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the studio from just outside the hallway because we were desperate for a bit of filler, Clint's girlfriend, Lucy!
Hey! Did you just forget Lucy's name?
No, I was just trying to remember her relationship to Clint's.
Oh, that's right, because we all still can't believe that it's actually his girlfriend.
Guys, look, she's real.
She is real.
I was sceptical for quite a while.
Lucy, I've known you for a while. I can't tell if you're drugged or not. Me neither. Oh,
Hey,
no. We just thought that we'd get you in here to get some dirt on Clint. We just got some random questions we'd like to ask about him, and
I don't know any of these questions.
I've got a question. Is it true that the other night when he was asleep that he punched you?
Yes.
That was
Did you
an
punch
accident.
him back?
No, I was in too much shock, but it was in total accident.
It
It was fine. I'm over it.
Didn't get a fat lip or anything?
No.
It was a
that's
sleep
good.
punch.
It was a sleep punch. It was an innocent sleep punch.
I have an important
God.
question. Is the hair straightener in Clint's room yours or his? Now, wait, there's no right answer to this because Sharyn previously proved that it mustn't be a girl's because she said it was too budget a hair straightener for a girl to buy.
Yeah.
So you can either admit that it's Clint's and embarrass Clint, or you can admit that it's yours and be embarrassed by the fact that you've got a budget hair straightener. What is the answer?
Okay, I admit that the hair straightener is mine, but it's my hair straightener number 2.
But shatters our dreams. Buddy uses
But
it.
the hair dryer is Clint's.
No, that's yours as well.
Oh, it's back on like Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah. What would you say is Clint's most annoying habit?
Ooh, this is breaking
we
new
haven't,
ground.
Yeah, we haven't tread this territory yet.
Do it. There's no better place to do it than on the intro to a podcast that's going around the world.
We're going to have to do it. We'll pause there and we'll do it on the outro. Coming up in the podcast, we have some amazing love shack stories, genuinely ones that were really awkward and full on this week.
Heavy.
We've got there's threesome chat in there, and there's also hall pass chat.
Yes, and old MacDonald had a farm, put it on Noah's Ark, and then put it in our studio, a.k.a. Jono and Ben pranked us, and we hate them. That's coming up in the podcast.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint's Edge.
Sorry, I was just on the phone.
Guy's trying to move house, and the person who he's organising storage with is still on the phone, sitting in his lap. He didn't say, wait there, he just put them down. So, lady from Smartbox, if you're still listening, we're just doing a bit of a radio show.
Don't give her a plug. She didn't give me time off to do my radio show.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint's Edge.
We just were having a bit of conversation about kind of weird exes before, and Sharyn, it's one of those situations where you're telling like a real cool story, bro, and then Sharyn just comes on with something that's way weirder and just smashes everyone else's story out of the water.
But real life weird, like is this guy a serial killer kind of weird?
I feel real bad.
You shouldn't feel bad about
I
it,
feel
mate.
bad telling the story.
We're like a journalist reporting for behalf of the nation.
Yeah.
You're
Well-
like Rachel Smalley. No, bad example.
No,
Bad example.
Bad example.
Terrible example. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the person's name.
No, well, obviously not.
Okay. This happened before I lived
That's
in...
good journalism.
This happened before I lived in Auckland, so if
He's got
anyone that
name
knows me
suppression.
tries to figure it out, it's no one I've gone out with in Auckland.
Let's try and narrow it down. Timaru Aporoa.
No,
Timaru Aporoa.
shush. Anywho, he was living in this place, he had this massive wardrobe, and he had to clean it up, and so I started helping to clean it up. And he went to go get rubbish bags, and when he was gone, there were these 3 wooden boxes, and they were like little chests. It was really weird. I was like, why is there all these boxes? And I opened them, and each box had memorabilia of his 3 previous girlfriends.
Amazing.
But it wasn't the fact that he kept this stuff. Each box was designated to each girl.
Yeah.
One of them was full of love letters that they had written to each other.
Nice.
And soft toys and stuff. 2 of them had panties in them.
Whoa.
So he had 3 boxes of memorabilia, 2 of which had undies in them.
So,
and this is legit.
And were they? Did you find out if they belonged to that girlfriend?
I was just saying,
They would, right? Can we just assume that they did?
I was
Yeah,
like,
of
why do you have this? And he was like, oh, I don't know, I just put in there and forgot about it. And I was like, an identical box. Was he
Yeah.
like, Mum, I needed that wooden box. and
No.
and I was like, why do you?
I
I was
broke up
like,
my girlfriend. Can you get me the box?
and I
I'll
said,
get you the box.
I picked up the undies. I was like, why do you have your undies? And he was like, oh no, she gave them to me, so I just chucked them in the box, so I didn't have to look at them.
She gave them to
Yeah,
you.
you know, that's not
Yeah.
a thing that girls give you as well.
I know, that's what I thought. I was like, I've never given a guy my undies before, but sure, if
Here
that's
you
what
go.
rings your bell. One of them was just like normal, everyday undies, and the other one was dirty in the other box. Not dirty as in
You
they
mean
need to be washed.
saucy?
I mean like saucy. And it was real strange. And then I didn't think about it until today. What's in the box that he's got for me?
That's
Amazing.
This is the weird bit.
What is the box that he's got of my stuff?
When you two were going out, because you said you didn't give him any, but when you two were going out, did any of your undies go missing?
Ooh.
I can't remember, although...
Probably though, right?
I don't know, but it definitely there's a lot of stuff that could be in that box,
Yeah.
and it's weirded me out now because I'm thinking, what has he got in there? And what if another girlfriend finds
You
it?
should feel flattered because all my exes probably just burnt everything of mine that they ever saw.
Let's take some calls this afternoon, though, on weird exes. Did you have an ex who did this, who has got some weird shrine to you, or do you just want to dob in an ex-partner that you had,
Yeah.
that now that you are safely more than 200 metres away from them and maybe have a restraining order, you can say how weird that ex of yours was?
We're talking about weird exes spawned from one of mine, who I hope hates me enough never to listen to our show.
He's got a box dedicated to all of his ex-girlfriends in his wardrobe,
And
and we're wondering what's in the Sharyn box.
And 2 out of 3 of them have got like panties in there. Panties.
Panties.
You better not have any of my panties in there.
He'd been having your panties.
Because when we were going out, I was really into Mossy Mo undies, and they're expensive.
Would they still fit you?
Oh,
Well, no, like, were you...
don't
Smalley, this one.
don't tell Rachel Smalley, but no, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. I'm a heifer now. Alana, tell us about your weird ex.
We went out for a few years and then we broke up, and he just wouldn't give it a rest and ended up going to prison for stalking me.
Whoa!
What, so did you go through the process of him getting like a restraining order and he kept breaking that, so he ended up in prison?
Sure did. We've got a child together, but
Oh.
I got a protection order against him and moved away, and he just kept kind of finding me.
Man, that is full on. Well, hopefully, how long is he in prison for?
6 months, but he's out now, but he's kind of stopped. He still tries to follow me around, but...
We still see
haven't
him
seen for a
outside the
while.
window every now and then, just peeking through the clothesline.
Honestly, every night I'm so scared. Like,
That's awful.
thinking, oh my gosh, what's that?
We joke about it, but that's an awful way to have to live your life.
Jeepers creepers.
All right. Thanks, Alana.
We are talking about creepy exes. Did I sound creepy? I was going for creepy.
No, he sounded like the Count off the Sesame Street.
Damn it. David, tell us about your creepy ex.
Yeah, what do you call it? My ex, she used to have like some weird stuff going on. She wanted a lock of my hair.
She wanted you to cut like a lock of your hair out and give it to her to keep?
Yeah, she actually wanted to put it in a bottle, a glass bottle, and hang it around her neck or something.
Are you sure it wasn't to make a voodoo doll out of you, David?
I don't know.
Or a clone of you when you found out she was crazy?
David, what's your hair like? What is it? Is it memorable?
Yeah, it's pretty long, long and brown.
Maybe she wears it as a necklace.
Imagine if you woke up one morning and your ponytail was missing.
Oh,
I'd probably cry.
You'd be like, yeah, no, I don't have a ponytail. Hurrah!
Thanks, David.
that is so creepy. Jade, tell us about your ex.
Hey, so this was way back in the high school days. I would have been like 17. But a couple of months before we broke up, he asked me to draw a tattoo design. Well, not a tattoo design, actually. He asked me to draw a design for a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So I did it in a rush on like a piece of refill paper and gave it to him and did a real crap job of it. And then a few months after we'd broken up, he sent me a pic of it and it had been tattooed on his chest.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And was it for you?
No, it wasn't for me. It didn't have my name in it, but...
Did he get the
Yeah.
tattoo done after you'd broken up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy.
So it was a little bit intense, and the worst thing was, it was really bad. Like, the drawing was terrible.
What was it a drawing of?
It was kind of like this knight with a sword kind of thing, which I thought sort of made sense for a T-shirt, but really didn't make sense for a tattoo.
Amazing.
And
That
I
is-
felt terrible. I think he was intoxicated when he had it done.
I wouldn't feel terrible, Jade. I'd feel damn creeped out.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
Guess what happened today, guys?
You got a new pair of shorts from Australia, because that's the ones you're wearing now, and you've tucked your t-shirt in.
Thank you for
You
bringing that up.
decided today was the perfect day to wear the Taylor Swift t-shirt that you bought at their concert, which is slightly too small.
What?
Either that or you put it in the dryer.
You finally admitted to Paul Henry you're dating his daughter.
Why do all these things come up?
Have you got any more? No,
I should ask rhetorical questions.
You got bounced from the strip club, so you came to work early.
Your favourite stripper, Candy, wasn't working
don't-
today, so you're real depressed.
Guys, we've talked about this off air.
Candy's given in and she's quit the stripping game, and now you don't have to go to the strip club so much because she just strips for you at home.
Oh my god, you finally tried to propose to your favourite stripper to see if she would marry you.
We had an intervention, guys, and we talked about this, and my stripper problem is well under control. So let's not go on about that.
today, guys?
Can we just?
No, I've got it. I've got what you're guessing. I've got you guessing.
Oh, this is the truth one. This is it.
You finally went to the doctor and got that little rash checked.
Oh.
You did an STD joke there, and I like it.
It wasn't
was
an
good.
STD joke, but thanks to telling everyone you had an STD.
What sort of joke was it?
It was just your rash that you had, your pash rash from Paul Henry's daughter.
Oh God. Okay. Anyway,
got any more?
this is.
Clint, are you out?
No, I'm worried.
Anything else?
No, I'm worried this is bullying now.
let me guess.
You guys.
Let me guess.
This is cyberbullying.
Did you finally get your name in Jono Ben at 10?
No. That would be weird. That'd be really weird. No, what I was going to say, the interesting piece of news that I was going to bring up, which I feel like has been totally railroaded now, is that I don't even want to talk about it anymore, guys.
Oh my god, you finally got a girlfriend.
Let's end this right now. Let's just stop it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to get a drink or something. I can't handle it.
From the strip club.
Too much cyberbullying.
Okay,
guys,
you're such a baby. This is like that time we took his stripper money off him.
It's going to be some unhappy strippers tonight.
Comedians, so insecure.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint. Edge.
It is taking all of my human being not to sing We Found Love in a Shark Bus Place because the boss has told us we're not allowed to sing on the show anymore.
No more singing. We've been gagged.
So this show will be purely talkback.
So what we're going to do...
That was our X Factor. That was what we had. Singing. It was music. We were born to sing.
We were born to sing.
We were
Should we
born
just
to
sing
sing.
it now?
No, we can't. We can't sing it. We've
No,
got to
we
talk about the
need to
short bus.
just do it.
Right now, we have a major problem on our hands. The shark bus is at a bit of a ruddy disaster. Hello.
Oh my god.
Hello. Nice to see you guys.
What the hell's going on?
There's going to be a flood. There's going to be a flood.
Jono.
Sharyn.
Hi, Jono.
Hello, Jono. Hello, Ben.
Don't bring them up. Jono and Ben.
Thank you so much for the goats.
Don't let it come near me.
There's two alpacas in the studio.
There's two sheep.
There.
Why
Is that a goat?
Thank you so
Why are
much.
they animals?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
I really appreciate this.
Tell them to look at Guy.
So we've just had a whole bunch of farm animals come into the studio. Thank
these
you all
things
so
gonna
much for
freak
joining
out?
us.
Oh,
Are those
you're
real
freaking
alpacas?
me out. Go see Guy.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
gonna all crap
like
in
a
the
farm in here.
They're all going to crap on the carpet.
Got a bag of lamb in here from the supermarket.
No, there's my lunch.
Oh my god, I need to get out of here.
Jono, mate.
You idiots have had some terrible ideas of your time.
What's
This is
going on?
ultimate. You've
So
ruined
what's
our
happened
show.
if you're listening at home? Jono and Ben from Jono and Ben at 10 have just come in dressed up as Noah, and right now there's
Hello,
a
alpaca.
freaking alpaca staring me in the face. I'm pretty sure it's going to eat me.
Sorry about
And
this,
Guy is surrounded by a chicken, a mini horse,
don't let the
a
chicken
goat,
loose.
and a whole lot of sheep.
Chicken on the.
Oh my god, it's freaking coming over your way.
Oh,
Chicken on the
dang.
sheep. There is a chicken on the sheep. Sharon's standing on a chair now. Sharyn, get off the desk.
Look at the
Man,
alpaca.
it smells
The
terrible.
alpaca's cute.
Alpaca is freaking me out.
The alpaca's quite... Hey, there's a duck here.
Get it.
There's a duck.
Thank you so much for this,
Get
guys.
the
I really...
duck out of here.
They're all really muddy and stuff.
Get over there.
Right, we're going to play... We'll come back soon.
It smells like three of them took a dump in the studio.
We'll be back soon. we're
it.
currently locked in our studio with a whole farm's worth of animals. Guy, have you got any idea what's going on?
I
Apart
think
from
I'm
the
being
fact that we
punished for
hate
something.
you right now.
Why do you hate me? I had
Because
nothing
this
to do
is
with
all your
this.
fault.
Why is this my fault?
If you didn't piss off Jono and Ben, we wouldn't be locked in a small room with a whole lot of animals. I'm freaking out.
Jono, that microphone that you've got in your hand, does that come through to our studio if you talk into it? Has this been set up at all?
This is
Hello.
Hello, Jono.
Jono, I hate you, and honestly, I'm going to
I
kidnap
hate
your
him too.
children.
Sharon, I hate him as well.
If anything, this is priceless promotion for Russell Crowe's new movie, Noah.
Is there something else you guys copied off Hamish and Andy this week?
Oh,
I'm real angry
yes.
with both of you.
Yeah.
First of
They
all,
only
Ben,
let the animals
you
in for
owe
1
me,
hour.
and
We're
you
going
shouldn't
to
be
do it
doing
for the
this
whole
stuff
shift.
to me.
Sharon's terrified of the chicken. Of everything that's in here, there's giant alpacas.
The alpaca looked at me.
Sharon is freaking out about a chicken, and she's sitting on top of the table at the moment.
Sharon, must we say the alpaca, the black one in there, we've got the ebony and ivory of alpacas in there, but the black one actually left his girlfriend at home, so...
He's single
Hey,
right
Jono,
now.
Jono, you have
He's
a
single
radio
and ready
show
to
do or
mingle.
something?
Jono, can I just say that, John and Ben, can I just say that each and every one of the animals you brought in here have shat in the studio. One of which on my computer, the rest of them on my shoes, on the carpet, on the desk, everywhere.
It makes a nice change of the crap coming out of the animals instead of your mouth guy.
Jono, can we make a deal with you?
What?
If we kick Guy off our show and get him fired, can this never happen to us again? Because
Yeah,
I'm willing to
that's
part
what-
with him if it means that we're not stuck in a studio with animals again.
A goat is touching my testicles. That's all I have to say.
hey,
Get the
it's
chicken
not-
away from me! Get the chicken away from me! Megan, are you okay, babes? Megan is being harassed by a horse.
Oh my god, the horse is going to kick someone.
Where did Megan come from? Has she been down on the floor the whole time?
Megan's been trapped in here under the desk getting trampled on by some goats.
This is Megan, our
do
newsreader.
news.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, thank God.
So we're locked in here. How long are we locked in here for, Jono and Ben?
Well, it took us 45 minutes to get the animals up, and I've got my radio show to go and do now, so I'm off till 7.
I got things I got to do, so yeah. When you want to take them back
Shut up,
downstairs,
I'm
that's probably at
reading
the end of
the
your show. You can do that.
However, the door's padlocked shut, so...
Don't fill our studio full of animal shit and then come on here and plug your radio show.
Just because you want our studio to smell like The Rock, mate, you don't have to put a whole herd in here.
Okay, well, we'll come back after the song and see if we're still in a farm. Look at that! Look straight into that alpaca's eyes.
No, I'm not looking at it. Oh, the bloody boss is
What's the
answering.
alpaca's name, by the way?
Jay-Z.
Live from Noah's Ark at the moment.
We've had a text coming in saying, well, you people just harden up. They're only animals. You sound pathetic. And I guess we kind of do, but at the same time, it is a very small studio, and it smells very strongly of shit and piss.
The boss he must have been in on this. Leon just radioed through to the studio because we're padlocked in here, if you've just joined us, with a farmyard full of animals, thanks to Jono and Ben.
Sharon's sitting on the desk.
Sharon's genuinely terrified.
Megan's here to read news, and she's had the sports news half eaten. The goat has eaten all the sports news now, so there will be no sports news coming up in the next hour as the goat is eating the sports news.
We've got someone on the phone. Carl, hello.
Bloody hell.
Hello.
Hi. Are you an alpaca specialist?
Well, if you don't scare them, then you'll be safe, and you don't look in the eyes, you'll be a bit more safer, but...
Would having a chicken ride on the back of the alpaca scare it? Because right now there's a chicken on its back.
No, it won't face them at all.
Can you give the microphone to the alpaca? Chris, can you tell us if you can understand what this means in alpaca speak? Does it mean anything to you?
No.
Chris, you're bloody useless, mate. If you can't speak alpaca, what are you doing?
That alpaca's got an ear piercing. It's the coolest alpaca I've ever seen.
I think it's its tag, and I think it's time for scandal. Sharon, you got any scandal, mate?
No, because that freaking alpaca ate it.
Sharon has given up. While Megan
I've
is ready
given
to read
up.
the news, even though she's had half of it eaten,
Yeah.
Sharon has just thrown in the radio towel and is now sitting on the phone. So you can't call in because Sharon's sitting on
No,
the
I'm
phone.
not sitting on the phone. I'm sitting next to it.
If you've got any more advice for us, give us a call on 0800 The Edge.
I can attempt to do it.
Is that a miniature horse? Oh, I think they're undoing the lock.
I think Ben's actually lost the key. This is new levels of incompetence.
He just unlocked it. I just saw him unlock. I opened the door.
Are we free to get out now?
Open the door. I saw him do something.
Hey, the ark's open! Hey, the floods have subsided. We can leave the ark.
Animals!
It's like a new Big Brother, but with animals. It's a bit of a combo.
I hate you so much.
Smells so bad in here. The sports news has genuinely been eaten by a goat. The alpacas are just leaving. They're the last of the animals. Bye, alpacas!
This is the worst day at work ever.
Or the best day, we're not really sure. Got to meet a cute sheep. I became friends with him.
The chicken was riding on an alpaca.
If I knew doing a show with you meant that sometimes I'd be stuck in a closed area with a whole lot of animals, I would have just stayed with JJ, Mike and Doc.
It smells amazing.
There's animal shit everywhere. We're going to relocate studios and come back to you momentarily. We've been let out of the ark.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the bloody edge.
So we just survived an ambush by Jono and Ben. They're immature, they're silly men, and they brought in two of each animal, I think. They had 2 alpacas, 2 sheep, 2 goats, 2 chickens, 2 ducks, all of which in
2 horses.
2 miniature horses.
All of which in a studio that's about 2 metres by 2 metres. And I don't know how much shitting they expected the animals to do, but they did maximum pooping. Literally everywhere is covered in poop now. They were in there for about a good 20 minutes, and in that time they stressed out and just went everywhere.
We've had to, so much so we've had to relocate to new studios. Sharyn, are you okay, mate?
Not at all. I'm so angry.
What are we going to do? Are we going to get retribution? Are we going to get revenge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You were terrified of the chickens.
No, I get really bad anxiety.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing with my anxiety is being stuck.
Yeah.
And because we were stuck, everything just felt really small. Honestly, 5 more minutes, I would have been having a full noise panic attack.
Do you know who else felt stuck? The alpacas, who started ramming the glass windows with their heads.
Yeah, real nice to the animals. But
Don't tell the SPCA about this.
I just want to put this out there. Ben Boyce should be being nice to me from what he has done to me in the past, and he is going to be getting payback. Big time.
Is that a joke about how he got your husband sent to prison?
Yeah, and I also almost lost my house last time Ben Boyce pranked me.
Okay.
So we are definitely getting retribution, and we are getting major revenge on those boys.
Let's just burn their houses
Big
down or
time.
something insane. Let's do it. I'm up for it.
We are going to get in the full Edge crew. We're going to bring in JJ, Mike and Dom, everything, and we are getting back Jono and Ben big time.
All right, together, big breath in.
Oh, my computer doesn't even work.
Take your breath then, take your breath.
How are we going to go on Facebook?
We're gonna have to. We need something in here. We need a lot of beer to get through the rest of the show.
A lot of alcohol. Can I just say yeah, nah, drink responsibly.
Are you ready to do Love Shack?
That's what would cheer her up.
Should we do Love Shack, mate?
Well, I can't use my computer.
Would helping some other people help you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And if anyone has great ideas on how to get back Jono and Ben, then send them to us as well. Because they are going to be going down.
Hi, I love you, and I bought you this sweet treadmill.
I hate you and I'm leaving you.
What am I doing wrong?
Shez Dog's Love Shack.
Welcome into the Shack of Love, and we are going to be solving your love problems this afternoon. So if you've got any, call us on 0800 The Edge or text us to 3343, and we will be able to help you out, hopefully. And we've got some people on the phone. I can't actually see who they are.
Jade is the person.
Jade on line 1. Jade, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hello, what is your problem?
My partner is a second-year med student, and he's, studying all the time. He goes to class sometimes from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. And then when he gets home, he's just all stressed out and studies more. I just want some ideas on things that, we can do together for him to relax. Because the only thing he really does to relax is play computer, and obviously I can't really do that with him.
Is he one of those guys that are into massages?
No, not really.
Not really? You could just go out for a nice dinner or something, where you could cook something for him at home, or you could go to a concert, or you could go do something that's, I don't know, energetic. That always makes me feel a little bit stress-free, like Laser Force. I've said this a million times. People need to really get amongst Laser Force more.
Laser Force is whenever Sharon's a little bit stuck, she just has the idea of Laser Force. It will solve everything.
No, because I've got on heaps of good dates to Laser Force, and they've always been a good thing. Otherwise, you could, honestly, even if you don't know if he likes massages or not, go to a day spa and get a couples massage. It's romantic, and you get something out of it as well.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, go and get amongst that.
I'm actually keen for Laser Force. We should meet up sometime and just go play some Laser Force.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go play Laser Force. I'm in. I'm in. Give Chang your number. We're going to get all over it.
I just got something that came into the text machine, and this will be a bit of a bombshell. Sharon, are you ready for probably the toughest question you've ever had on Love Shack?
Oh, God. I'm not really in the frame of mind, but we'll give it a go.
Love Shack. It's not too serious. It's just one of those ones you're like, what do you do? Love Shack. My girlfriend and I have been together nearly 3 years. She's 19 and I'm 21. Recently, she let me know she'd like to have a three-way with another guy to spice things up.
Oh, Jesus.
So what does she want to know? What, he's not keen or what?
Well, I don't think he's keen. He said advice anonymous. Or is this advice to go for it? I feel like as a man, this is not a dream situation to be in at all.
Far from dream situation.
I think you've got to talk about it, but I think when it comes to like sex and stuff like that, if it's something you're not comfortable with, don't do it, because then you'll just feel real anxious and stuff about it afterwards. If you're comfortable with it and you want to do it, then do it. If you're not comfortable with it, then don't do it.
Don't people say generally, unless you're going to be full-time swingers, if you're in a long-term relationship, having a threesome generally isn't a very good idea because it just makes things weird?
Sometimes it depends if you do. It depends if you know the person. I guess
you can't come back from that, can you?
No.
And after a threesome, you got to have a foursome, and then after a foursome, you got to have a fivesome. It just, where does it stop?
And the longer that you're together, it just ends up being like a team. And you're like,
before you know, you're the All Blacks on tour.
Yeah, and then you're just like, let's just play rugby against each other afterwards because there's enough of us now.
And then you just start designing a sex move that looks like you're packing down a scrum. More love questions. Get them through to us on 0800 The Edge. Your Love Shack is still open.
Touch, pause, engage.
Hi, I love you, and I bought you this sweet treadmill.
I hate you and I'm leaving you.
What am I doing wrong?
Shaz Dog's Love Shack.
Someone just texted in with some advice for the threesome couple, and I was kind of joking when I said once you've done a threesome, then you're going to go to foursome and a fivesome.
Yeah.
Someone actually texted in and saying my husband had a 3, 4, and fivesome, and then he just had to have more and more, and that's why we're now separated.
Wow, just got addicted to them.
Yeah, well, that's pretty weird. But well, I thought we were just screwing around, but it turns out that's a real thing that can happen.
Wow, that is quite insane. Have we got any other text questions?
Here's one that comes up quite a lot, and it's come up here today, so I thought I'd just throw this at you. Can a girl ask a guy out on a date?
Most definitely. Why not?
Well, it's just people seem scared. I know every relationship I've been in where I've been like with a girl and we're kind of like wanting to ask the other one out.
Yeah.
We're always it always feels like she's always waiting for me.
I reckon girls just need to start getting amongst it. We can't we can't be walking around saying girl power, girl power, girl power all the time and then just be like, oh, I'm not going to ask a guy out on a date.
Absolutely.
Use your power.
And
totally just ask someone out.
Guys are so nervous as well. You don't realise. You always expect guys to be confident and macho. I'm always terrified of doing
it. It's a front, eh? It's such a front.
Yeah, we're just pretending. Girls wear the shoes in that situation.
Definitely. So go on, just do it. The worst thing that can happen is he'll say no, and then it's like, meh, whatever. Find someone.
That's the end of the world.
No, it's not. You can find someone even better that actually wants to go on a date with you. So just do it. Cade, what's your question? Cade.
Hello.
Hey, what's your question?
So I gave my girlfriend a hall pass because, she was going to see a guy that she quoted and said he was the one that got away. And
wow.
I was like,
yeah.
So, but it completely backfired on me to the point where, because I was in Melbourne a few weeks ago, she's like, well, why do you need a hall pass? Does it mean you did something?
Wow.
So, did she actually use that hall pass with the one that got away?
Oh, that's next weekend, so...
Oh, it hasn't come up yet.
Cade, I find that so weird. Like, I don't know why you would want your girlfriend to go and sleep with the one that she, quote, calls the one that got away.
Well, he's moving overseas.
It doesn't matter.
This is a terrible plan.
Honestly, for the sake of your relationship, I would not let that happen.
Either that or just break up.
Because you're just going to be putting that guy back in her head and
her bed.
And it could go even worse, where she'll be like, no, he's definitely the one, and ends up chasing him or something.
Hey.
I honestly think that's a really bad idea, and don't let her do it.
Cade, where are you Where are you right now, mate?
Christchurch.
Where? No, are you at work? Are you at school?
No, just finished.
Go and find her right now, grab hold of her and tell her you're mine and you're not going anywhere. I think that's the only solution, right?
Definitely.
You've got it.
She's not really talking to me at the moment.
She's not talking to you because you gave her a whole pass. Oh, mate, she's played mind games with her and she's won. She's Jedi tricked you.
Yeah, no. She only texts me when she wants something.
You know what, Cade?
You're too good for her, man.
I would just break up with her and find someone that wants to be with you and only you. Because when you have the person that got away, you never, ever tell the other person that. And the fact that she said that to you is really mean.
Okay, well, I think we know where we stand with Cade. Thank you for your calls. Thank you for your text into the Love Shack today. It was probably a good distraction after being locked in Noah's Ark. So,
about it already.
I definitely haven't forgotten about that. I'm still shaking.
Appreciate you as much as you may appreciate the advice.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on the Edge.
If you missed the story, Rachel Smalley, who is a talkback news personality in the mornings, she had a bit of a blowout this morning. Would you call it a blowout, Sharyn? What would you call it? What would you describe it as?
Definitely one of those foot and mouth moments.
She's got her foot right up her mouth and it's choking down her throat about now. And we've actually got the audio if people want to hear it, because it's pretty weird and a little bit funny.
So for the background, she forgot to turn her mic off,
Yeah.
which we tell Guy off for all the time.
Yeah.
She forgot to turn her mic off, and while an ad for Magnus Benro was playing, she started talking about how women over 72 kgs were heifers.
Yeah.
And
So
some other things.
It's quite self-explanatory. The real bad stuff happens while the ad is playing. Have a listen to this.
Researchers have discovered that a widely used emergency contraceptive has a higher chance of failure if a woman weighs more than 70 kilos. And since the average weight of a New Zealand woman is 72 kilos, it's not so effective then. Crikey, all right. The weather today, cloudy periods with a few light showers north of Ottawa. Easterly breezes, a high of 24.
All right, Alexia Russell, thank you. In a moment, Mike Hosking is in ahead of the Mike Hosking breakfast. It is 6 minutes to 6.
This is where it starts to get bad.
That happened a few months ago, John. Sell it all. Amazing bargains.
Whatever we can find. Upstairs, downstairs, or out the back. You can have it cheap.
The Magnus Benro end of financial year clearance is on.
And yes, we're open every single day.
A bunch of lardos.
I've never heard that term before, but it's pretty funny.
I don't know how it works for girls, so... like, is 70 kgs... Most girls would be around 70 kgs, right?
More.
I am 70 kgs.
Are you?
Exactly 70 kgs.
And you wouldn't call Sharyn a lardo?
I would describe Sharyn as small and petite.
Oh my! Well,
so the
thank
average
you.
woman.
I'd call you small. No, I would call you small.
But my on my wedding day was 73 kgs, but I was still wearing a size 10 dress.
And no one said, man, Sharyn was a bit of a lardass on her wedding day.
Yeah, I'm a size 10 and I'm 70 kgs.
So this is
and I would also love to know how much Rachel Smalley weighs, to be honest, because she's very, very tall, and she would, because of her height, and because she does a lot of gym and stuff like that, I reckon she would be up over 70 kgs because of her height alone.
Let's bloody weigh her. Let's get her on the scale. Let's get Rachel in here.
I actually would love to know how much she weighs.
It is that horrible situation where no one ever should comment on a woman's weight, and if you're doing it and you think no one can hear it, and then it comes over national broadcasting airwaves, that makes it an awkward situation. I feel like just singing that song, "You are beautiful, no matter what they say." Unless Rachel Smalley talks to you, in which case you're a lardo. Sucked in.
Well, I reckon we should call her and see what she has to say for herself.
That'll be awkward as hell.
See
Let's do it.
See how her day's going, but I reckon, Guy, you're in charge because you need to stick up for the ladies.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's go. Good luck, Guy. Defend the women.
Defend Sharyn.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hi, Rachel. It's Guy Williams here from the Guy, Sharyn and Clint show.
Sorry, hello?
Oh, hi, it's Guy Williams. Oh, she heard.
Why did we have to get you? We probably shouldn't have got you to call, actually, because she would have known straight away not to talk to you.
Why not to talk to me? I'm a nice guy.
I know, but the thing is, I just saw before that the station that she works for has apologised again for her remarks, and I do feel... Controversially, I do feel a little bit sorry for her.
Don't feel sorry for her. She just hung up on me. She pulled a trick. If someone calls up and you can't hear what they're saying, you'd say hello more times than that. I reckon she intentionally hung up on us.
No,
She doesn't need to answer to you, though.
She does need to answer to me.
She is getting absolutely slammed at the moment, and totally agree what she said was totally out of line. But I think everyone just needs to remember: do we actually? Excuse my French. Do we actually give a shit what Rachel Smalley thinks about us? Because I definitely don't.
Good point.
I don't think about her when I look in the mirror. And if that's her opinion, that doesn't matter to you. Everyone, if you're worried about what she said and it makes you feel bad, you've got enough insecurities of your own. You don't need Rachel Smalley making you feel worse. So don't even worry about what she says.
Also, she made that Magnus Benro ad way better.
I love their ads.
You might not care what she thinks, but Jesus, we love getting wound up, eh?
She's a diddle.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. On the edge.
Let's talk about how does it feel, because people are probably wondering where it is when it's happening. How does it feel is the hit news segment where we find out how things feel. And this week, Clint is supposed to be tasting the hottest chili in the world, one that's guaranteed to burn his insides.
The California Reaper, for those who don't know. Overnight, I did a lot of research into it.
Yeah.
Which I regret, and I don't regret doing it. It gave me some good prep, but it also psyched me out. The things people write about this, and the YouTube videos that posted of them eating it, terrifying. Terrifying.
What sort of stuff?
They sweat, people vomit, people like they're crying, like grown men are crying from eating this chili, and then they post a video an hour later and they're like, my mouth is still on fire, and I think I've got blisters on my esophagus.
See, this is the thing, is that yesterday when we were doing the spinning of the wheel, Clint was like, man, whatever.
Yeah.
Wasn't even that phased.
No, I'm
Now-
still tough as, like I'm still like,
not that tough, mate.
I'm still going to run it straight at that chili, but I'm a little bit worried.
So we've had a slight technical difficulty, thanks to the man in the studio. Look at him looking at me with his beady little eyes. The only Chang Hung. Welcome into the studio,
Well,
mate.
thank you. Yeah, we have a.
What do you mean, well, thank you? I'm telling you off for screwing up again.
Well, you welcomed me in. I said thank you. Yeah.
You're the man, Chang.
No, we just had a slight problem because the chilies are being sent to us.
Yeah.
And I'm tracking and tracing it at the moment.
So the slight problem is we're supposed to be eating a chili right now, and we've got no chili.
Yeah, the chili has not
So
arrived.
that's a massive. I'd say it's 100% problem.
Yeah,
Like-
it's a big problem,
Like,
mate.
we've got Clint here, so I
Yeah.
guess we've done 50% of the work, but the other crucial 50%, the chili,
hasn't
not
arrived.
here.
Yeah.
Also, you haven't even organised any ice cream or a vomit bucket or anything like
Nah,
that.
it's just called cold turkey.
Hey,
That's
you
not-
can't go cold turkey
that's
on a
not how
hot
that-
chili.
That's not how that phrase works at all, by the way.
That's not it at all.
Cold turkey is when you're weaning yourself off drugs,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
not eating a chili.
Sorry, my bad. My bad.
You can't just say my bad. Go and find us a chili,
Can
you
you please
munter.
go and learn what all of those sayings mean,
Okay,
Chang?
so we know what's happening. There's no chili here today, so I don't have to eat a chili today.
Not today. Fingers crossed tomorrow.
Oh, so tomorrow.
What do you mean fingers? If there's not one tomorrow, you're eating the chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, good deal. Good deal.
And you're not even eating one, you're eating two.
Two chilies tomorrow
Two
if it's not
chilies.
here.
Okay, I'll go far. I'll even drive up north after the show. Go and pick it
Stop
up. then.
talking. Get out of here. Go find the bloody hottest chili in the world, man. I'm sick of your crap.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
Hang on.
We've
Hang
made
on.
a cool intro for this.
We're in the wrong studio because if you missed earlier, we were invaded by
No one wants to hear
animals.
our excuses,
We're
mate.
in Noah's Ark early. Anyway, here we go.
Just
Here we
wanna
go.
see results.
Here we go.
We've got the offender inside Radio Cops. Radio Cops in pursuit.
Radio Cops.
We're vigilantes today because in Wellington there is a bra bandit on the loose. A man has been caught on CCTV footage breaking into a house, stealing one booby holder, and then bouncing out the back door like it's nobody's business.
He has been caught on security camera because the family who are being robbed have installed cameras because they've been burgled so many times. They were hoping to catch like a guy robbing their house. Instead, they've caught someone robbing a bra off the washing line.
Can I just say, looking at the photograph and also the suburb,
Yes. Are you going to say that it looks like my brother?
exactly like Clint's brother. Like exactly like Clint's brother, and your brother lives in that suburb.
He does actually. The picture of the brazen bra bandit is up on the Guy, Sharyn and Clint Facebook page at the moment. You can look at that. But we thought, using the power of the radio, because this is a tool that the cops don't have.
Yes.
And we could
Well, they do have a radio, it just doesn't broadcast as big as our one.
It doesn't play as much Katy Perry.
And people will see this photo and they may recognise the brazen bra bandit because they'll just know who it is straight away from the clothes, from the side of its hair, the person's head. It could be someone's flatmate that was wearing those clothes the
So
other night.
the suburb is Mount Wellington.
No.
Mount
Cook.
Victoria.
Mount Cook.
Get your
Sorry,
mountains right, mate.
this is why I didn't make it into the police, guys. I'm terrible at this.
Mount Cook in Wellington.
We could call my brother right now and find out if it is him.
Okay. I hope it's not.
Give me
'cause
how good would it be
it'd
if it was
very
him?
creepy.
This is awesome. I hope it's him.
Hard line of questioning if it is him. It looks a hell of a lot like my brother.
Then hang up or press the hash key.
I mean, if it's him, he's gone underground.
He's definitely gone underground. I think it might have been him. But if you think it was your friend, or you think you know who it is, then call us on 0800 The Edge or text us to 3343. It's time to do Radio Cops.
Radio Cops. Have you got any pepper spray?
I'm gonna get my pepper spray.
Guy, have you got any handcuffs?
I've got some. No, but I've got some great Ray-Ban aviator
Ray-Ban.
glasses that I can wear.
Oh, yeah?
Who's the bra bandit? Dob someone in and we'll see if we can't catch this thief using the power of the radio.
Radio cops.
Radio cops. Radio cops.
We've got the offender inside Radio Cops. Radio Cops in pursuit.
Radio cops.
That's Sharyn at the start of that awesome intro. And
So
she,
good.
And she said before, man, I sound exactly like an American.
We got the offender inside. I've nailed it. I need to get out of here and be on Shorten Street.
When
My
she-
acting is off the hook.
When Sharyn makes an arrest, she goes, "You have the right to remain silent because you gone did it, girl. Look, girl, you gone did it this
I
time."
saw you go into that candy store and you gone did it, girl.
So today we're trying to solve a crime. A bra has been stolen in Wellington, and for some reason New Zealand's a bit slow on news, so we decided to put this on the front page of stuff.co.nz, and we've since put the photo on our Facebook page. We're trying to track down the man who stole one bra. How did he get caught, you ask? Well, a family who's been robbed from before decided to put in some CCTV cameras into
Good
their
on
house.
them.
No, but not good on them. Why don't they just put in an alarm so when the burglar comes on, the alarm goes off? No.
Because they stole from outside.
They said in their article they say we decided to put up the CCTV cameras because, quote, I don't want to scare them off.
Yeah, because if they just set off the alarm, they just ran away. You never find out who it was.
You don't want to find them off. You want to scare them off.
So we thought we'd take your calls and see if we can figure out, through the power of the radio, who this bra thief in Wellington is.
And if you think you know, you can call us on 0800 The Edge or text us to 3343. We got Brian on the line. Brian, do you think it's your mate?
Yeah, I was listening to you guys before, and then I trawled through my Facebook feed, and you put up a post of him, and it looks exactly like my mate Darren.
Really? And does,
Yeah,
does Darren live in Wellington?
Yeah, it would not surprise me as well, because he is a complete sleazeball.
Okay, answer these questions. Does he wear skinny jeans?
Yes.
Does he wear those, like, pointy town shoes that don't have any laces in them?
Yeah, he's like a real kind of oldie, kind of try-hard.
Yeah,
fella.
and he's got a little bit of facial hair and a 3-panel T-shirt?
Yeah.
That could
I'm
be
pretty
him.
sure he's-
Is he?
yeah, it
Is he
could be
blonde?
him.
Is he blonde or brunette though?
No, he's like he's dark hair, but he's got a short haircut as well.
Oh god! And is he prone to liking to sniffing a few bras?
Oh.
Well, he brings up some real weird chat, so...
To be honest,
It could be.
this description, skinny jeans, those weird pointy town shoes and a 3-panel shirt, could be any male out on a Friday night in Wellington. Man, they love those pointy town shoes down there.
Yeah.
Nowhere else are they fashionable except for on Courtney Place in Wellington.
I am still sold on the fact that this is Clint's little brother.
Well, my mum texted me before while we were on the radio, because both of my brothers live in Wellington, and all the text message said was, which brother?
Uh-oh. Well, we've actually got Mama Clint on the phone right now. Hi, Mama Clint.
Hi.
Hi, have you seen this photo yet?
I have.
And what do you think? Do you think that's one of your boys?
Not at all, Sharyn. I'm sorry. I don't think you'll be helping the police solve their crime statistics.
Mama Clint, you could have just said yes so that I could say you gone did it, girl, to him. Now I can't say anything and I can't arrest anybody.
Mum, it looks a lot like Cal. I know he's your son and stuff, and you want to think the best of him, but it looks a lot like Cal, and the burglary happened just down the road from his house.
The pointy shoes and skinny jeans I'll give you, but I'm afraid that there is clearly a good wad of facial hair on there. And
Oh, yeah, if there's one thing about the Roberts boys, they can't grow facial hair.
No, you've seen Cal recently. He's got a good beard.
One thing I do love is that the fact that when she heard that this was being described on the radio, she thought there was a possibility that it could be one of her sons is probably the ultimate insult.
All right. Well, we're not taking him off the short list, Mum, but we're not accusing him just yet, okay?
good on you.
All right.
Innocent till proven guilty, Mama Clint.
I think we've got our first Radio Cops cold case, guys.
If you have any information on the case, text into 3343 or call us on 0800 The Edge. We want to catch the bra thief.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint on The Edge.
It's time for the... I always say they're new hit segments, but this is a new hit segment. I've done it a couple of times now. It's been great every time. It's time for Sharyn Schoolyard Stories. If you're wondering where that song came from, it's basically Little Red Corvette by Prince, but it's better because it's Sharyn's Schoolyard Stories.
Two things. You haven't done the segment because you've contributed none of the stories.
I invented the segment.
Second thing, we were told specifically by the boss today that we're not to sing anymore on the show. His words were, and this is how he talks, I went to the Muppets on the weekend, and even in the Muppets, they sung less than you do.
Which is, I thought it was a compliment comparing us to the Muppets. The Muppets are amazing.
And they've been stars for decades.
I want to be one of those old grumpy guys up in the booth.
That is basically what Leon is, because he just disses us the whole time.
Okay, you've convinced me. Sharyn Schoolyard Stories.
Now, I like that you guys, I've tricked you guys after a week that you guys are into this segment, because I remember last week you guys hated it and told me not to put it on the show, but now we're desperate for content because we've been had a studio all cracked through by farm animals. We're all coming back to old Guy and Sharyn's Schoolyard Stories. So here it is, Sharyn. Every week, if you haven't done the segment before, it's where Sharyn tells us an interesting story from a messed up time at school.
But you get to choose which story, so what story are you choosing this week?
Oh, today I want the one where you stood on your desk in music class.
Spoiler alert, to Leon the boss, if you're listening, this story involves more singing.
Yeah, so whatever.
Suck it.
It's Guy's fault, so go with Guy. Okay, so I used to go to this school called Avonside Girls in Christchurch. It was a beautiful school. Sadly, it doesn't look the same now after the earthquake, which makes me really sad. But I was in music class, and we had this teacher called Mr. De Jong. I don't know if he's still there or not, but he was just boring. And we were so our class was in there, and he was like trying to tell us this like lame story, and I was like, Sir, can I lead a song? And he goes, no, Sharyn, sit down. I was like, oh, come on, Mr. De Jong, let me lead a song. He goes, no. I was like, but it's music. We're not singing, it's music.
Man, Sharyn, you must have been the most annoying kid in class ever.
I just wanted everyone to get into the music. And then I said, Mr. come on, sir, let me do it. And he goes, no. And then my friend Shannon said to me, just do it. Get on the desk and do it. I was like, whatever, Mr. De Jong, we're gonna sing. So I got
Was
up.
Sharyn really your friend in the situation? Shannon, sorry. Was she really your friend in the situation?
Well, we probably were a bad combination.
I feel like she wanted you to get in trouble.
I feel like Shannon is the name of the evil alter ego you keep in the back of your mind, who you blame all the bad stuff on.
Anyway, so I got up on the desk in the music class, so I stood on it.
God.
And Mr. De Jong's like, Sharyn, get off the table. I was like, shush, mate, we're singing, it's music class. And there was this song called the Moose Song, and I just loved it. And basically,
the Moose Song.
Basically, I'll sing it with you now. Not the whole thing because it's quite long, but I sang it, and then it had hand actions, and then you sung it back. So, for example, join in with me right now. It's like this. There was a great big moose.
There was a great big moose.
Wait, Guy, participation.
I didn't understand. I thought I was supposed to... Okay, anyway,
sing it back.
I got it
ready?
now.
There was a great big moose.
There was a great big moose.
He liked to drink a lot of juice.
Who liked to drink a lot of juice.
There was a great big moose.
There was a great big moose.
He liked to drink a lot of juice.
He liked to drink a lot of juice.
He drank his juice in bed.
He drank his juice in bed.
But he spilled it on his head.
But he spilled it on his head.
You get the gist, okay?
I love how that song is... it's a long song. How could that song go any longer? It's already way too long as it is.
The entire class was in on it. It ends on some away. It's pretty good.
Wait,
the whole class then... Yeah.
So you stood up on the table...
Yeah.
You started singing the stupidest song I've ever heard in my life.
So I sang, and then they sang it back to me.
Unbelievable. So everyone got in on this. That's
the whole
amazing.
class just stood up, and they're like, yeah, the Moose song, this is rad. Mr. De Jong didn't know what to do, so he literally just grabbed my arm, pulled me off the desk, and he put me in the instrument room. He goes, Sharyn, you sit in here, you be quiet, and you wait there, and I'm going to go get the dean. And I was like, whatever. Locked the door, grabbed the drumsticks, and played a drum solo until the dean came. I heard the dean coming, and all I heard was, Wakefield! Put the drumsticks down. I was like, yes, miss, what can I help you with? Got put on Daily Report. But shivers, it was a great time.
That was another Sharyn Schoolyard Stories.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
Every so often, working this job as a semi-professional entertainer, as I am, you get to do things real cool. Today, I got to meet an alpaca and talk to him on the radio. That was pretty cool.
It was real cool.
I also had like a chicken shit on my foot, living the dream, living the radio dream. So
I had a duck shit in my MacBook.
So genuinely, did it actually happen?
Yeah.
What a disaster. Okay. So So on that note, today I had a really cool experience where I got to be in a shoot with a carrier pigeon.
I know this is a big deal for you because you always go on about carrier pigeons.
So I've always thought, because email is cool, don't get me wrong, emails are cool, but it's not as good as a mystical bird who knows where I live. A carrier pigeon is what they did before they had like a post service or anything like that. They'd send a message by strapping a note onto a bird's leg and sending it out going, "Be free, birdie." The bird would fly into the distance and end up at the right place. That's amazing, right?
Basically like Hedwig and stuff on Harry Potter.
The origins of carrier pigeons are in the war, aren't they? Like before they had radio communications, they'd send across battlefields, they'd send pigeons across battlefields.
Knights and stuff like that, they would always use. It's like Harry Potter, exactly. So I got to use a carrier pigeon. It was like a normal pigeon, but how cool was the guy who raised the carrier pigeon? Because I go, when should I bring it back? And he said, just when you're done with it, just let her go, and she'll find her way back before lunchtime.
That is incredible. Did you have to pack the pigeon a lunch before you set it free?
It's unbelievable. We even had a note attached to its leg, which I'm guessing the guy would got. We were like, thanks a lot for that. Cheers.
Put a check in the pigeon's parcel.
You can hire, and I was like, and they're like, so I was talking to the production team. I was like, this is so awesome, this is so cool. And they're like, oh yeah, but come on, mate, it costs. And I was like, how much did it cost? It cost $20. $20. Why don't we hire one every day?
I'll get one
for $20 for less than the cost of sponsoring a child. You can get a carrier pigeon that flies notes around for you. It's the best day of my life, eh?
So when you were done with it, what did you do with it?
I literally just pushed it out the window, opened my hands out, and let it fly home. Either that or it just flew off and died. I don't really know, but I'm assuming it flew home.
Can we send each other a note? Like, can I send a note to your house?
Okay, there is a few catches.
How does it know where to go, though?
Yeah, there are a few catches, guys. I wasn't going to bring up those details in the story. You do need to get it customised to the location it's going to for like a month beforehand. So it takes quite a bit of training before you can get it to the right location.
Guess I'll just stick to emails that you don't reply to then.
What we should do, though, is we should just send the carrier pigeon notes back to the guy who has the carrier pigeons, and then he can call us from there. Flawless system.
Oh my God.
Hire a carrier pigeon, guys. $20.
Guy, Sharyn and Clint. Edge.
Steve Jobs' emails have been leaked. This is pretty crazy, right? You never expect that from a guy that big and that powerful. His just casual emails have been leaked. It's all from a site called Pando Daily, and it comes into there's a lawsuit on at the moment where these people are taking the big tech giants, so Apple, Google, AOL, Yahoo, all those companies in the Silicon Valley. They're taking them to court over collusion, and they had an agreement where they wouldn't hire other people's developers, so there'd be no competition, so they wouldn't bump up the price of competition amongst the developers.
Oh, like you don't poach my staff, I won't poach your staff.
Like how that always happens in sports, for example, like where, good players like Sonny Bill Williams get stolen across to NRL or something like that.
Yeah.
They've made a rule so that won't happen. They'll all just hang out together so they can't bump up the wages and stuff like that. It's quite an evil plan when you think about it.
Chang, is that what happened when More FM bought you? Were you like a prize scalp? They came to you like, Chang, we've got the big dollars. And you're like, Chang, worth a lot of money.
It was pretty much exactly like that. So this is kind of weird. A, that Steve Jobs' emails got out. B, that he kind of is evil in this situation, right? Because one of the emails that has come out has involves him asking that a person that was looking to go over to Google, like looking to go to a better job at Google, be fired. Oh. He asked for a person to be fired, and this is the email. This is the psycho email he sent to the Google employee who was trying to recruit an Apple worker.
Yes.
He sent an email to Eric Schmidt, who's the Google chairman, saying, I would be very pleased if your recruiting department would stop doing this. Very pleased? Like, he's some sort of, like, Disney villain?
You imagine him patting a cat.
Okay. So, anyway, Eric Schmidt, because it's Steve Jobs emailing him, it's his mate, and it's his rich, powerful billionaire friend, fired the dude. The dude got fired. The recruiting dude.
And when he told him about this, he was even more evil, wasn't he?
He sent... in his response, Steve Jobs' response was a smiley face, going, good, the work has been done, smiley face.
So he replied with an emoticon.
Literally, it's just a smiley face, Steve. That's it.
That is amazing. It's quite creepy.
It's just some Illuminati stuff.
One of the other things that amazes me about the story, because I'm looking at the actual emails right now on that website, and Steve Jobs his actual email address was sjobs@apple.com.
No.
That is his actual email address, was sjobs@apple.com. And that is from a screen cap of those.
I guess if you own Apple, you can take whatever name you want. Like Steve Jobs wouldn't have to go sjobs_69.
But you just guessed
No,
that.
but, yeah, but everybody knows that would be his email address, so we could be emailing him if he was still alive.
When the Steve Jobs email got hacked, if anyone was going to keep their McAfee virus protection up to date, you'd think it would be the guy who invented computers.
You would think so.
That's hilarious. But these guys all hang out together, and it just goes to show there's some weird backstories. There's that amazing photo, if you've seen it on the internet, of Barack Obama, Steve Jobs, the guy from Twitter, the guy from Google. They're all around one
Mark
table.
Zuckerberg.
They're having evil plans together. It's crazy cool, but it's also a little bit creepy.
And also awkwardly at the table, the guy from Cisco who makes office telephones. He's just at the table as well.
He shouldn't be there.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint on the edge.
There you go, everybody. That was the podcast. Thank you for listening.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Before the podcast, we asked Lucy, who's Clint's beautiful girlfriend, if she would name what Clint's most annoying habits were. And it's real cute because they're in that habit now where they haven't told each other what's annoying, but now...
Do you and Bryce tell each other what's annoying about each other? Like each night you go home, you're like, Bryce, today I've put together a new list of what I don't like about you.
No, it's not something you don't like. It's just something that you always do, and you're like, oh, that's annoying, but you love them anyway, and you tolerate it.
Me and my ex-girlfriend used to always say what was annoying about each other, and then we broke up.
We'll tell you that.
It was a slippery slope.
Bryce is a really loud eater, and so sometimes when he eats, I'm like, I love you, but you're a real loud eater, and you just accept their flaws. It's all right. Everyone's got one.
So Lucy,
what's Clint?
Sorry to put you on the spot, mate, but do you have anything annoying about Clint?
I'd say the one annoying thing, which he knows about anyway, would be the snoring.
Do you snore?
Which, to be fair, is
my
not
God.
really that bad, but sometimes I
Don't
have to
try
wear
and gloss
earplugs.
over earplugs.
Snorer. Do you want to get one back on Lucy, or you want to leave it?
There's nothing. She's perfect.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is really romantic. And on that lovely note...
Now I'm the hero in the relationship, and you're the villain.
In 5 years' time, I want to do this podcast again, and I want to ask the same questions.
That was a lovely finish to the podcast. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. This is the best outro and intro we've ever done because we're trying really hard to impress Lucy. Lucy, thank you so much for doing it.
Lucy, were you impressed?
Very impressed.
Yay!
I'll come back anytime.
Thanks for listening, guys. We really appreciate it.
See you later.
Okay, bye.
Guy, Sharyn, and Clint podcast. I like it.